As president, each day I awake with the clear purpose to keep Bellarmine accessible. There is a relentless hustle and passion for this work, but we also must remember that we do not do this work alone. God is with us, guiding us. We are in partnership as a community, holding the mission, and I am so grateful to each of you for this partnership of igniting futures.
My family and I, we were driving through Tacoma. I don't remember where we were going. But, I'm looking around. I'm a little kid in the back seat, and I see, this really nice looking building up on this hill. And obviously, as a little kid, you're like looking up. It's got to be some sort of like symbolic thing of we're standing here on this hill.
I think if you have spent any amount of time up on the hill, whether as a student, alumni, a parent, or even someone who's just walking on campus, I think you've heard the phrase that Bellarmine is more than a school. And I think the best example of that is its sense of community.
I believe that Bellarmine definitely lit the spark for where I was going. And all I had to do was see it through. And so totally ignited my future in reference to passionately pursuing art.
I like that Bellarmine, with its academic rigor and with just the number of people, and also with the support system of the teachers, it pushes me to keep getting better and working harder. And so that's something I really wanted.
When I came to Bellarmine, all of a sudden there were all these new experiences and opportunities. And from there, I started to become a more well-rounded person. I really stepped out of my comfort zone and got into the theater department. I was even involved with the Best Musical in the State in 2007. I was a part of that cast.
Choir is very important to me, and I began to get involved in the theater program last year for the spring musical, and that's something that I've continued to do this year.
Bellarmine really gave me the confidence to go out into the world and pursue whatever I wanted, but I knew that if I was going to do it, I have to be passionate about it to stick to it. And so I think that Bellarmine instilled just great confidence in knowing that I could do whatever I wanted.
Bellarmine is so much more than an education. Bellarmine is about building that sense of not only community, but about giving back to that community.
Having access to tuition assistance here at Bellarmine has allowed me to have access to all of the wonderful things that Bellarmine provides that I could not have gotten.
Alleviating the financial burden is one of the largest hurdles as to why people from different backgrounds cannot receive a different type of education. And so removing that burden or removing that barrier, it's greatly needed.
You stagnate if there are less people, and if all of those people think the same thing and come from the same kind of world. But on campus, if you have people of completely different backgrounds who have different opinions about things, and it enriches the experience.
Tuition assistance was the reason that we were able to attend Bellarmine. It's the reason that I was able to grow in the 4 years that I had. It was ultimately the reason that I met some of my best friends today. It was the reason that I met the love of my life. It was the reason that I had my 2 beautiful children, and in large part it's the reason that I have the life that I have today. It was a former work study instructor here at Bellarmine that called me in. We made a call to another Bellarmine alumni and ultimately gave me that opportunity a new start, a new challenge, and I am still employed by that same institution today.
I think that younger me wouldn't even believe that, this would be where we are today. And that's great, because you always want to make your little self proud.
I think Bellarmine has contributed to me being a person that I'm really happy to be, and I'm really proud of being. Bellarmine is the kind of place, it's a joy to be at, but you know that it's serving a greater purpose. I know that this is great, but there are greater things coming.